Forums. Forums are a great way to get backlinks simply because there are so many forums across the internet these days. It really is a great source of backlinks. There's a number of different ways to get a link from a forum. One of them is known as a profile link, which is what I'm not going to cover in this video. We have a separate video on profile links. But what I'm going to talk about is commenting in forums. I'm going to show some practical examples in just a moment, but before I do, I want to explain where we're going in this particular lesson. So in a forum, a conversation takes place. Most people will understand how a forum works. You can participate in that conversation once you're a member. So you sign up and then you can start commenting and adding your part to the discussion in a forum. Now you can actually leave a link inside your discussion, and that counts as a backlink back to your website. Or you can put a link in your signature, which is found in your profile page, and that will show up underneath your comment when you comment in a forum. Now, there is a couple of techniques to maximize the benefit from these. One of them is using SEO Quake to find the best page to comment on. SEO Quake's a tool we refer to quite often in the Academy, and it helps you find pages with page rank. So what we're going to do in a moment is I'll show you how to use SEO Quake to find the highest page rank page inside a forum. Because if you're going to comment in a forum, you might as well try and get your link on the page with the highest page rank, because that will make the link the most powerful for you. Forum marketing can also be used for traffic. Quite often, if it's a relevant forum to your niche, people will click on your signature link and have a look at your site, and you can get traffic through that way. It's not going to get you huge amounts of traffic, but it can work. But the only way that it will work is when you're really participating in relevant forums to your niche market, because obviously the target audience would be in that forum following your link to the website. On that note, I want to talk about relevancy. When you're commenting in forums and getting backlinks to your site, you don't have to only go to forums that are in the same niche as your website is. If you do that, you'll soon run out of enough forums to get backlinks from. It's just simply not enough, especially if you're in quite an obscure niche. You're going to find you'll run out of forums relatively quickly, and you won't be able to compete. So you don't need to worry about the relevancy of the forum. You can just get links from any forum, and believe me, it definitely works. So focus more on getting the link rather than worrying about the relevancy of the forum itself. Before we show some practical examples of what to do, I want to talk about the pros and cons of this particular technique. The pros of forum commenting to get a link is that Google tends to find these types of links relatively quickly, which is a great thing, because as soon as they find that link, then they've counted it as a link towards your website, which adds to the ranking of where your website sits in Google. So that's a good thing. And the reason that Google tends to find these sort of pages relatively quickly is because there's activity happening in a forum conversation, or otherwise called a forum thread. And where there's activity and people are commenting and discussing, Google likes that. It likes to know what's happening. It likes to be at the forefront of all conversations. So that's what will happen in a forum, and they'll often pick up any new activity, i.e. your link, in that forum thread. So that's a good thing. From an indexing point of view, forum commenting really is good. The disadvantage or the cons of forum commenting is that forum owners often don't like seeing links in their threads, and if they see you put a link, they'll often just delete your link and remove it altogether. And that can be frustrating, because you can go to the lengths of participating in the conversation, writing a good comment to help add value to that forum thread, and then you'll find later when the forum moderator comes along that they delete it, and that's really frustrating. So there's a little trick you can use to get around that. What you can do is you can participate in the forum, put in your conversation, but don't put any links in straight away. And then, after you've participated, come back a week later and edit your profile signature and put a link in the signature. And what will happen is that signature link will show up underneath where you commented in the forum, because just like any signature, wherever you participate, it automatically drops your signature underneath. So technically what you're doing is slightly grey hat. You're participating in the forum, putting in no links initially, and then when the forum moderator comes through and looks at that forum thread, they're not going to see any links because you haven't placed any links. And a forum moderator really only looks at new threads, and then once they've looked at them once, they don't come back and look at them again. So what you can do is come back a week later when that thread has become old news, then put your link in your signature and it will show up in the thread, and that way you can sort of fly under the radar and get your link discovered, and hide your link from being discovered from a harsh forum moderator. That's a little trick you can do to improve the number of links getting left on the forum that you're placing. So let's have a look at some practical examples now. So I'm over at Google and I simply typed into Google weight loss, which I forgot to put a double S on there, so let me just search again there on weight loss. Simply typed in weight loss into Google. So you can type any phrase in here you like to find forums, and again, relevancy doesn't matter, but you've got to start somewhere, so you just type in any keywords. Start with relevant keywords to your site, and then when you run out of those, move on to any other keywords. So I've just put weight loss in. What you can do with Google, on the left hand side of Google, if I just remove that down, you'll see down the left there's a more tab. If you click more, a whole lot of extra stuff shows up down the left hand side. One of the things that you can click is called discussion, and that's what I've clicked now. I've clicked on discussion, and that's basically Google pulling back forums about this topic where there's discussion going on. So you can see there's a forum right there. See forum, and the URL, it says forum. That's Yahoo Answers. That's not technically a forum that we want. Some of them won't be forums. That's a forum. It says show thread. That means it's a forum. Or there in the URL it says forums.body and soul. So you can see Google's just pulled back a whole lot of forums. So potentially these are places that you could go and sign up. Now, in order to comment in a forum, you need to sign up to the forum. You need to become a member, and then you can start to participate. And we'll look at that in just a moment. But before we do that, I want to show you some more techniques. So let's just go back and do a normal Google search again. Let's stick with weight loss. If I go weight loss like this, again, I could click discussion on the left here if I wanted to find some forums. Or another way I can do it is go weight loss in URL : forum, like that. So you just do your keyword phrase, and then you just type in URL, one word, : forum. Everything, no spaces, just like that. INURL : and then the word forum. And then Google again will pull back a whole bunch of weight loss forums. It's just another technique for you to find a whole bunch of forums. And these are all forums that Google has pulled back. Most of them will be. Some of them will slip through and they're not forums, but majority of these will be all forums. So again, if you wanted to find other forums and rather than weight loss, you can just change it here, like do acne, and then just go in URL forum. See, and then these are all the acne forums. So you can just keep rinsing and repeating by changing the keyword phrase there and put in URL forum, and you'll find plenty of forums to comment on. And again, I'm going to show you how to do that in just a moment. Another way to find forums is go to Google Groups. It's just the URL is just groups with an S on the end, groups.google.com. And then you'll end up here. You'll actually end up back here. Let me just go to the home page of Google Groups. You'll end up here, Google Groups. And if you can't find the URL, just do a Google for Google Groups. Google Groups is essentially, there is a special group called a Google Group, and Google sets up a little place for you to have a group and network. And Google also sees a forum as a group, and you'll see exactly what I mean in a moment. In the search bar, just stick with weight loss, but again, put any keyword phrase you like in there. It really doesn't matter. Notice below where the keyword phrase is, it has weight loss. You'll notice below it, it's got two radio buttons here. One of them, it says all groups, and the other one says Google Groups. So a Google group is a specific thing set up by Google. We're not interested in those. You can't get backlinks from those. However, if you select all groups, which it is selected by default, Google sees a forum as a group. So essentially Google's saying, hey, these are all the forums we have relating to that topic. So it's similar to the way that we searched in Google before, but you actually find different forums when you search in Google Groups than if you did this technique that I just showed you back here, the in URL forum. it just pulls back different results in Google. I'm not sure 100% why, but you find different forums. You can also refine it further down and put the in URL forum into the Google group search bar like that, and you'll get even more accurate results. But they're different results than you'll find just doing the in URL straight from Google search. And again, I'm not 100% sure why, but Google Groups thinks differently. And these are all forums, so you can, again, just change it around. Same thing as I did before, but this time we're doing it inside Google Groups. And there's heaps of forums here. These are all Acne forums. You know, it's just easy, and it's really easy to do this. So that's how you find forums to comment on. So now you've got to actually go and participate and have a look in these forums. So let's just open the first Acne forum that I had open here, and I'll show you what you do. And bear in mind, some of these will be great forums, some of them won't be. One thing you want to keep in mind, and have SEO Quake turned on. I'm just going to refresh the screen so SEO Quake's turned on. Have SEO Quake turned on, and check the PageRank, the home page of this forum. This forum's home page is a PageRank 3. The higher the PageRank of the home page, the better, the more powerful the inner page links will be. It's as simple as that, really. But anyway, anything above a PageRank 3 is worth commenting on. And again, any backlink is okay. Oh, whoops, I just opened that up. Let me get out of there. Any backlink is okay to get. Just remember, if you can get a higher PageRank one, then it means you have to get less of them. So this forum doesn't look incredibly active. There's not a lot of posts going on. But let's just open up this thread here. These are all the latest discussions. So I'll open up Real Acne Cure. And my name is Alex. Bloody, bloody, blah. He's just started the conversation. And then there's other people joining in the conversation here. So potentially you can come along, join in the conversation, and then embed your link inside your comment. Now, sometimes they won't allow you to have links. Like you can see here, this person, well, they actually didn't create their link properly. That's probably why it's not a link. But sometimes forums won't allow you to have a link. Some of them will. It's just the nature of backlinking. If you find that some of them won't let you have a link, like this forum, it doesn't look like they will allow HTML, then you just have to try another forum. It's as simple as that. But the idea behind it is you're commenting in these forums and getting a backlink. You can comment right in here where the comment is and getting a backlink. Let's move along and have a look at some other ones. I'm going to open up a few of them now. I'll probably open up about the first half a dozen or so and have a look at them. I'll just open these all up. A couple more. That should do. So this is a forum. This is that forum we were in before. Actually, this is the same forum. So we've had a look at that one already. Now it's the same one again. So here's another one with there's a few more discussions going on in here. Acne treatment forum, acne treatments. So if we look inside the forum itself, there's lots of sort of sub forums inside the major forum. So you can see here, these are just conversations. So basically, you can open up any of these and have a look and see if you can get a link. Just remember, when you're trying to get a link on any website, anywhere, whether it be a blog or a forum, always do your due diligence and check, is this, are the links on this page do follow or no follow? And again, if there's no links on here already, then you can't tell if it's a do follow or no follow, so you just have to go with it. But if there's already a link on the page somewhere, then just open up your no follow checking tool and check, and then if it's a no follow, then don't do it. Pull out. But if there's no indication because you can't tell, then don't. So in this particular thread, you can join up and click reply to thread down there. It says reply to thread, and then you can add in your comment. And the best thing to do is add in a decent comment about the topic, and then have your link in there, and then either have it right in the middle of your comment, or you can have it in your signature. If you look up here, you'll see this person's got a signature and they've written their name of Culver. I guess that's their name. You can have your backlink in there. You could have, stop, lose weight could be your keyword that you're trying to rank for. Well, you can actually put a link in your signature, and you can see there's a line separating the comment here and the signature. So to fill out your signature, you just simply go to your profile, and under in the area where it says signature, you can just put a little bit of HTML code and make your link show up here, and Google will pick up on that link. Now, if you want to be really sneaky, one thing you can do is come and fill out your comment, and don't put a link in your profile right away. Come back a week later after you've put your comment in, and then fill out your signature and put a link in it. And the reason you may want to do that, and it is slightly grey hattish, but the reason you may want to do that is if a forum moderator comes along and is reading, quickly scanning these posts for anything that they don't like, if they see a link straight away, they might go, you know what, I don't want any links in this forum. I think this is somebody who's just trying to get a backlink, which in this case we are, but they may not like that, and they might delete your account, and they might delete your comment, or they might just remove your link and leave your comment. But we don't really want them doing that. So what happens is forum moderators check new posts, new threads, and once the thread has been checked over once, they don't check it again. So if you wait a week and then come back and put your link in your signature, it will show up right here, but the forum moderator probably won't find it in there. So you can do that. You can put the link under there and come back a week later and sort of fly under the radar, if you like. But what I want to do now is show you how to dissect a forum. So essentially, always have SEO Quake turned on. SEO Quake's a great little tool, and SEO Quake will tell you the page rank of the page that you're looking at. So if I just turn SEO Quake on and off and refresh the page. And you'll see at the top of the page, SEO Quake's got the little toolbar that bounces up. And you can see one of the options right there, PR, is page rank. So this page rank has 0. It's no page rank. So it's not the best page to get a backlink on, but it's still better than nothing. Remember that. It's just collect backlinks. Don't sit there all day only trying to get high page rank. You're just better to get backlinks. But if you can get higher page rank, then even better. So what we want to do is go to Google now, and we do what's called a Google Advanced Search using SEO Quake, and we dissect this forum. So in order to do that, I need to take the URL of the forum. So I copy it. I go myacneforum.com/forum. Include the part of forum, and I'm going to go back to Google, normal Google. Oops, sorry, I've just removed it. Go back to normal Google. Here we are. Back to normal Google. And what you want to do is go Advanced Search. On the left-hand side, you'll see in Google there's a little link that says Advanced Search. Click on that. Now what we want to do is we want to dissect this forum. So in the very bottom, there's a line that says Search within a site or domain. That's where I'm going to paste in the URL from the domain itself. Remember, I copied that URL, so I'll just do that again. Copy it. And I paste it down here. I'm pasting the URL of the forum down there. Whoops, let me just remove that. You don't need any of those things. The next thing I do is go in this line here, this exact wording or phrase. What I want to do is I want to pick up something on this page that Google will recognize to tell me that it's a page where there's a discussion happening. And every single page where there is a discussion happening has this little phrase at the bottom. If you look under there where I am now, posting permissions, you'll see it has post new threads. So every single conversation page has that on it. So I can take that and I can paste that into that box. And essentially what I'm doing is saying, Google, inside this forum, show me all the pages where the conversations are happening, nothing else. I don't want to see profile pages. I don't want to see the index page. I don't want to see the category page. I just want to see the conversations. And the reason for that is, once Google lists all the pages where the conversations are going on, when we turn SEO Quake on, we can shuffle all of those pages from the highest page rank to the lowest. And that's how you find the highest page rank page for you to make a comment on and get a link on. So I just turn SEO Quake on, and then I click Advanced Search. And you can see here Google has basically given me all of the pages where there's a conversation going on, and there's 10 pages worth in Google. Like there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. So what I can do is then just click at the very top here, SEOquake shows me the PageRank parameter. If you click the down arrow, it shuffles from highest to lowest. This particular forum doesn't have much PageRank going on, so it's not the greatest of forums because it's all got PageRank not applicable. But if the forum did have PageRank pages in it, the result would be different. You would then shuffle from highest to lowest, and you would be able to sift through from the best pages. So let's do another example really quickly just to solidify this. So if we go to another forum, what I've skipped over to is the Warrior Forum. A lot of you will know about the Warrior Forum. It's a popular internet marketing forum. If I go to the Warrior Forum, I've just picked a normal conversation thread that's going on. Scroll right to the bottom and you see in the same thing, it's got post new threads. Same thing. So I can just rinse and repeat what I did on that other example with Google Advanced Search, but this time do it for another forum. So if I go back to Google Advanced and then I replace that forum with another one and then go Advanced Search and then let Google do its thing and then pull back results. So there's a PageRank 3. So if I go shuffle from highest to lowest, you can see there's a PageRank 3. See, it's sorted them from highest to lowest. And you can do that for every page. Now, you used to be able to, with Google, show 100 results per page, but at the moment, because of Google Instant, Google isn't allowing you to do it. But you can see every time I go to a new page and shuffle from highest to lowest, the highest PageRank page comes at the top. So that's how you dissect a forum, and just look for the highest PageRank page and cite it, and it will shuffle from highest to lowest and do it for you. This forum is not showing a lot of PageRank yet, but you can find, I've done this technique and found PageRank 5 pages to comment on quite easily. So all you do is just do exactly what I've just done and just keep doing it. There's a PageRank 3, 0, 0. But essentially that's all you do, just rinse and repeat. And to do it, you simply just swap the forum URL down the bottom. And if it says post new threads at the bottom of every thread, like this, then just put post new threads in there, and then you just sort from highest to lowest PageRank. If you can, Google used to have the option to turn Google Instant off. And at the moment, Google doesn't as of recording this video, but Google changes pretty much every day. But you can see their results per page. Normally, you could have had a drop-down box and made it show 100 results per page. So you can show 100 at a time and shuffle 100 pages, which obviously speeds things up. But at the moment, Google is not allowing me to turn Google Instant off. It used to be over here on the right. It used to have a link saying turn Google Instant off, but they seem to have removed it. Maybe it will be back tomorrow. I don't know. But there will be a way eventually, otherwise they wouldn't have their Google Advanced Search, this option still here. But they've obviously either forgot to update this Google, or they forgot to update how to turn Google Instant off, or they're just making some changes and it'll be updated shortly. But once that happens, you can just turn that 10 results to 100, and you can check 100 pages of a forum at a time rather than just 10. So that's how you sort any forum for the highest PageRank page. And again, to recap, we found forums by doing a normal Google search like weight loss and then clicking discussion, or you go weight loss in URL forum and then search like that. Or we also went to Google Groups. As you remember, we went over to Google Groups and we did a similar thing in Google Groups. So I think I've just gone to the wrong option there. We just go back. Google Groups. It's just groups.google. Whoops. Google.com like that. Why is it not showing up? Seems to be strange results. Google's not showing their own Google Groups. But you should be able to get to Google. Oh, here we go. Groups. GoogleGroups.com. I don't know why it didn't show up in the first result. Let's just go back to the index of that. Groups.google.com. Here we go. So again, we just went into Google Groups and we typed in a keyword phrase like weight loss, and Google lists a whole lot of forums in here that you can find. You can refine that further like I showed you earlier in the video and just say only show me ones with the URL forum in it. And again, Google will refine it. So you shouldn't have any problem finding forums at all. And once you've found forums, just do the technique of dissecting a forum for the highest PageRank page. Then sign up to the forum and start participating in the forum by commenting, and either leave a link straight away or come back 7 days later and leave the link then. So that's how you find and comment in forums to get backlinks. Just remember, when you're doing any backlinking, keep a record of where your link is. So once you leave a link in a forum, copy the URL of the page that your link is on and keep a record of it in your whatever way you find easiest to organize yourself. I personally use Excel, and I'll have a tab that says forums, and then under the website that I'm working on, I'll have a heading that says website name, forums, paste. I paste in that URL and I put the date. And then I have a record of where all my backlinks are, because if I need to help these backlinks get found and indexed by Google, then I need to know where they are myself, or how am I going to do my indexing techniques if I don't have a clue where any of my links are themselves. So remember, stay organized, build backlinks. Forums is a great way to get a large amount of backlinks to your websites. Thanks everyone, on to the next video.